Hello, everyone. In this section, we are going to talk about Cisco Unified CM, IM, and Presence Administration, the general overview of the product. So I'm logged into the Presence server, which was formerly known as the CUPS server, Cisco Unified Presence Server. But Cisco wanted to highlight the word IM, that is instant messaging, because the present server is well capable of doing instant messaging and the presence of the users, whether it's on ready state or not ready state or in a meeting. Yes, so different kind of user status. So unified communication, which was formerly known as voice over IP, is no longer only about the calls and conferencing. It's much more than that. It's basically unifying all type of communication the user, uh, you know, do with each other. So that is inclusive of the voice calls, the video calls, and more importantly, the informal conversations, which are instant messaging, right? And the users also want to be well aware of the current status of the person they want to connect to, right? So that's called the presence. So with evolution of the communication system in enterprise system, we also got the need of file sharing, uh, or that is called in general the content sharing, or screen sharing to control the control or see the other party's computer. So these all features are provided by the IMN presence server. So we're logged into Cisco IMN presence version 12.5. This is the most deployed version these days, in the current times. So like all the other products like Cisco Unified Communication Manager or Cisco Unity Connection, the voicemail server, it is typical outlay of the present server, wherein on the right hand top corner you would see the administration, the serviceability, the OS administration page, the DRS, the disaster recovery system, the reporting part of it, and in general reporting. It goes without saying that IMN Present Server is part of Cisco Unified Communication Manager cluster. So whenever you as an administrator would take care of the already deployed infrastructure, you would also like to take a look at the Cisco Unified Communication Server, because there are many things which are configured on the uh, Communication Manager server, CUCM, and many things are configured here in the IMN present server. So as an as an administrator, you would be looking forward for these tabs: the presence topology under the system, right? Wherein you would get the number of servers, how many users are in there, right? Uh, and then the settings, the standard configuration, what all features are, configured, and more importantly, what is the trunk that is in between the communication manager and the present server, right? We're going to talk about it all, okay, so one by one. So in this lecture, I just want to give you a basic overview of the interface of this server. So you're well aware of, various tabs and all. So presence related configuration would be right here. It would also have the gateway setting, wherein we're gonna add our Cisco Unified Communication Manager, the CUCM server, right? In the messaging field, we'll also have certain settings enable or disable here, right? The application wherein we could see the TFTP server or the directory server type, and so on. Yeah. So these are the main 3-4 tabs wherein you as an administrator would be looking, to uh, administer and troubleshoot a couple of things, right? So, like I said, that here in the presence administration page, these are the only few tabs, and there are not much options in comparison to Cisco Unified Communication Manager, where each tab is rich with a lot of options. So Presence works hand in hand with Cisco Unified Communication Manager, and it's very well integrated, and it has got various options in a very specific manner. So from IM and Presence Administration, if you go to the serviceability option right here on the top right corner, you would get the typical layout of all the servers that we have in Cisco Unified Communication portfolio. So you have got alarms, trays, tools, wherein you can activate and deactivate the services. So for instance, I can go choose my IM in Presence publisher server, okay, uh, and take a look at what all services are activated here. Yeah, so currently all the services are activated. The feature services, the network services, from where we can take a look at which service to start and which service to stop. So this is apart from uh, getting the services activated, we have to make sure that they're in started you know status as well. So this is a typical layout, like I said, that all Cisco Unified Communication servers like CUCM and Unity Connection as well have got the same layout here as well. Apart from it, you have got the OS administration, wherein you can log in with the separate credentials, right, to the OS admin page, and it also has got the very same layout as you have got with your CUCM server. So very less time you're going to spend here on the OS administration, except the fact that when you have to reboot the server, right, or you want to see the status uh, of the cluster, how's everything, right, how many servers are installed, right, what is the publisher's CUCM server, and so on. So you could check everything that you could do on the general CUCM OS admin page as well. It is absolutely the same. You could come and do the install and upgradation and the general ping services and so on. So with this is just the introductory session for the web UI. Now I'm going to take you to the putty session of the present server. And I'm going to log into the putty session. I'm going to change the font setting so it's more visible. Window appearance, change the font size to bold. 16 should be okay. So it looks much better now. So we're logged into the putty session, the SSH, to the present server, and we instantly see the hardware resource assigned to this server, which is one virtual CPU and one 80 gigs of hard disk, which is in normal state. Partitions are aligned, and 2 GBs of RAM. Remember that this is not very resource intensive server. It does not do a lot of processing in comparison to CUCM server. So you would notice that it's only 2048 gigs of RAM. It's a lab environment as well. We have got very limited users to recreate and reproduce things. So it's okay to have 2 gigs of RAM as well. So you could do a couple of stuff, the most favorite util service list to see all the services which are in various states, like started or stopped. Okay, so this is CLI. You could also do a show and then question mark to see what all different commands are there. So you could say show status, and here you're going to get the host name, the date and time zone, right? The product version, right? the unified OS version. All right, so you have got everything, the uptime, the CPU utilization is CPU idle is 96.91, so the utilization is approximately 3%, so which is fair enough, right? So this is the general uh, SSH with the help of PuTTY. You can download it and install it on your local PC. It's a very small file that you can Google it from internet and install it on your computer. Most of the network engineers know about the PuTTY. I'm sure that you may already have it installed on your computer. So this is it about the we talked about the web GUI administration pages of IMN present server. We also logged into the CLI and talked a bit about it. Okay. Uh, in the next session, we'll get into the details of it. Well, thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next one.